It's a punch with punch. Hello and welcome to Intoxicated Masculinity. If it's Wednesday, we have a cocktail video coming at you. Today, we are going to continue with our summer-themed cocktails and go with the Planter's Punch out of Smuggler's Cove. We'll have that up here in a minute. Now, there actually is a couple of different versions of this cocktail. I'm just going to do the Smuggler's Cove version for right now. It's kind of the one that I looked at and I think is kind of interesting. We may go back to it at another point. The cocktail was adapted by Smuggler's Cove in, I believe, 2009. So we don't have a lot of history other than that on this cocktail, so I think let's get to making it. Okay, so we're back. We have some ingredients. Again, not a lot of history behind this one. It's just one that I saw and I thought it looked like a fun little sort of summery cocktail, which has sort of been our theme for the last several weeks. So we're going to start off with lime juice because this is a tiki cocktail, and what would it be without lime juice? We do 1 ounce. We have our Demerara syrup. And this is asking for 3/4 of an ounce. Demerara syrup, especially if you've gotten it out of the fridge, does not flow quite as freely as it might, as you might like it to. We're going to do 3/4 of an ounce. Now the thing with 3/4 of an ounce of Demerara, that seems like quite a bit to me. Because remember, that's a 2-to-1 Demerara sugar to water simple syrup. Next thing we're going to go with one of my favorite little liqueurs, that's St. Elizabeth Allspice Dram. This brings in a great degree of like just a little bit of baking spices and stuff, and I think it's kind of underrated for especially tiki cocktails. Okay, toss in 1/4 of an ounce of that. So I'm having a bit of a thing with my dasher on my regular Angos. This is Watkins bitters. We're just going to toss in 2 dashes. That's actually 3, but these are giving kind of small dashes at the moment. That should be good to go. Finally, we're going to finish out with our base spirit. I'm just going to use Appleton Estate Signature. This is their pot still blended. And we are going to use 3 ounces. Go ahead and toss that all in our shaker. And the only thing left to do is toss some ice in our shaker, shake this thing up, and drink it. Okay, so go ahead and toss that into your shaker. Give it a good pound and give it a good shake. All right, once you got a good layer of frost built up on the outside of your shaker, crack that open. We're going to go ahead and double strain that into a Collins glass. And again, with tiki cocktails like this, if you want to just free pour this into like a pint glass or something like that, you could do that too. But as an OCD person, I like this better. Alright, now it actually says to garnish this with mint. Unfortunately, my mint has not been taking off. So hopefully in the coming weeks and months, I will have some, but I don't at the moment, unfortunately. But there you have your Planter's Punch. Let's go give it a taste. That's really good. You can taste, so the allspice and the Angostura, they're not the same flavors by any means, but they kind of work together with that spiciness in there. And especially when you get your sort of lighter ingredients like your lime juice and your rum, it's sort of like it's kind of working on 2 levels. Where on one level you sort of have your typical rum and lime, you know, tiki drink, but then you got that sort of spiced sort of base underneath of it. It works really well together. I like that a lot. This is what I would call sort of your typical tiki drink. Like, I think typical tiki is like sweet, a little bit of sour, and then spirit. Whereas this has got that sort of bitterness. Or not bitterness exactly, like a spiciness sort of underneath everything. I mean, there's some bitters obviously in there too, but that kind of spice underneath. That's real good. I like that a lot. And on that not bombshell, I want to thank everybody for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Have a good drink, and have a good day.